The good news is, situations like this, okay. I like to construct situations for the gag reel.
Number 10. Claire forgets the name of her kid. In the season 1 blooper reel, Julie Bowen's Claire meets up with an old friend from work, played by Minnie Driver.
Haley, she's the oldest, 15, and then Alex is 13, and that's my baby Luke. He's 11, can you believe it?
During their meetup, Claire talks about her kids. Haley, the oldest, who's 15, and then Julie completely blanks, but manages to stay totally in character as she turns to the camera in typical Modern Family fashion.
Haley is the oldest and she's 15, and then there is...
This is some awesome improv on both Julie's part and the cameraman, who zooms in at quite possibly the perfect moment. Claire eventually does land on the name Alex, but there's no telling if she remembered Luke.
Alex!
Number 9. Luke doesn't make it through the glass.
I think he wants to go out. Good boy.
Smart dog.
I hate to break it to you, but I think all dogs can do that.
If you're a diehard fan of Modern Family, there's a good chance you remember this iconic scene from way back in season 1. Nolan Gould's character, Luke, runs through a glass pane on his way to play outside. Unfortunately, as it turns out, the poor kid had to do this take more than a few times. We guess it paid off in the end though, because this scene might be one of the funniest in the show.
I'm gonna play outside. Ow!
Moments before Luke runs out, Phil's father's dog, Scout, pauses and barks in front of the patio glass to indicate that he wants to go out. Phil mentions how smart he is, and Claire replies that she thinks all dogs can do that. Well, maybe all dogs can. Number 8. Ed can't say Wang Fu.
Can I put in my 2 cents on fake Christmas?
Express Christmas.
Let it go, Phil. It's not sticking.
We wonder just how many takes this one took. Ed O'Neill makes it look seamless in the actual episode, so this behind-the-scenes footage is definitely a treat. When the family's attempt at spending an early Christmas together goes awry, Jay suggests that they go out to a Chinese restaurant instead.
What do you say we cut our losses? Let's go out to a nice Chinese restaurant and have a traditional Jewish Christmas.
But I'd risk my life grocery shopping.
Save that story for Wang Fu.
Only problem is, he can't say the name of it.
Save that story for Fan Chuns. Save that story. What is it?
Wing.
Save that story for Wing Fu. Save that story for Fu Chu. What is it? Keep that story for Wayne Fun.
Honestly, this is pretty fitting for his character in the first place. We probably would have bought it even if he did end up saying Wayne Fun. Number 7. Mnemonic devices.
Be in sales and not remember people's names. That's why I like to employ what they call mnemonic devices.
Mnemonic? Mnemonic?
Hang on.
Here's another instance of actors struggling to get through a scene. Hey, it's a lot of talking, we get it. In this bit, Phil is explaining how he uses mnemonic devices to remember the names of his clients.
You can't be in sales and not remember people's names. That's why I like to employ mnemonic devices.
However, the line is written mnemonic, and this mispronunciation makes both Ty Burrell and Julie catch a pretty bad case of the giggles.
Well, you can't be in sales and forget people's names. That's why I like to employ what they call mnemonic devices, which are a little...
This means a lot of retakes.
Well, you can't be in sales and not remember people's names. That's why...
In their defense, this is a pretty great joke to get through, especially with the punchline at the end.
The other day I met this guy named Carl. Now, I might forget that name, but he was wearing a Grateful Dead t-shirt. What's a band like the Grateful Dead? Fish. Where do fish live? The ocean. What else lives in the ocean? Carl. Hello, Carl.
Phil would remember how the word is pronounced.
I think it's mnemonic.
I think I'd remember.
We'll take his word for it. Number 6. The haircut scene.
You didn't do one thing wrong. You do everything wrong.
Here's another case of the giggles, this time striking Sofia Vergara. This scene is absolutely hilarious, and Sofia seems to think so too, because she can't get through her lines without laughing.
You do everything wrong.
No, that's all right.
Laughter, of course, is contagious, and both Ty and a crew member can be heard laughing too. Gloria gives Phil a haircut, and as with most hair appointments, Phil gets to talk about what's on his mind.
We don't forget. We wait.
That is so good.
He explains that he had a fight with Claire, and Gloria has some theories about why she might be mad. It's such a hilarious and well-executed scene that we have to wonder how they got through it at all.
The reason Sophia has difficulty focusing is because of my stupid face.
Number 5. Julie collapses to the floor laughing.
Kenny is amazing at telling the age of a soul.
Aw, thanks, babe.
In this blooper, featuring Jason Mantzoukas as Haley's older boyfriend Kenny, we get Julie's genuine reaction to some physical comedy performed by Ty. This episode sees Phil and Claire realizing Haley's dating an older man just to get back at them. Still, that doesn't stop Phil's parental instincts from taking over.
Believe me, I know 14-year-olds.
He has a 14-year-old daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, honey, you don't have to do that. They have a gardener.
Kenny mentions his 14-year-old daughter, who Haley really isn't that much older than, and Phil moves over to him with a pair of hedge clippers and the clear intent to chop off his ponytail. Julie wasn't told about this joke beforehand, and she fully collapses onto the floor laughing.
Believe me, I know 14-year-olds.
He has a 14-year-old daughter.
She just got her first period.
Cool. I'm so sorry.
I almost told you what it was gonna be, but I enjoyed it more that happened.
Not that we can blame her. This bit is hysterical. Number 4. Knick Snacks.
Claire, in case you want to add something, I put the box of dresses outside, and this is the box of knickknackers.
If there's a language you're not entirely fluent in, you'll feel Gloria and Sophia's pain on this one. With English not being her first language, Sophia speaks incredibly well. But of course, there are bound to be some slip-ups.
So where should I put this box of knickknacks?
Wow, you're donating some knickknacks?
We're assuming she's supposed to mess up the word knickknacks by saying snicker-snackers, but she either misses her own flub or takes some creative liberties. Either way, Julie cannot handle it. She sinks to the table in a fit of laughter, and the camera pans back over to Sophia, who looks pretty proud of herself.
So where should I put this box of knickknackers?
Number 3. The Alpaca. It's mentioned in a few episodes of the course of the show that Phil would like to own an alpaca.
I don't always make great decisions under pressure.
What the hell is that?
An alpaca, I got the last one.
Meet Jolene 2, the second alpaca Phil manages to acquire.
This was a huge mistake. I am jammed in the back seat with a hairy Peruvian biter. It's Spring Break 92 all over again.
In this blooper, Jolene is in the back seat with Eric Stonestreet, and it's a good thing they laid a tarp down, because she has a little accident in the middle of their take. Animals on set are always fun, and Eric is certainly quite the trooper.
She's peeing. She's peeing, Ty.
That's amazing.
Phil?
He goes with it and calls Ty by his character's name, probably in the hopes of getting some usable footage. Honestly, we're not sure why this didn't make the cut. Maybe both the spitting and the peeing were just too many bodily functions for one scene. Number 2. Aubrey's platter of cupcakes. Modern Family is notorious for its characters trying to hide things from one another, and this episode is no exception.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. She just wants one of these cupcakes.
But I already have
Oh, there you go, honey. Okay, off you go. Mangle, mangle!
It turns out that this one is on Mitchell, who told Lily her mom was a princess. He and Cam agreed they would tell her about her mom together when the time was right, so Mitch spends the Halloween party trying to keep Cam from finding out, and he gets pretty innovative with his methods. There's a moment where he shoves a cupcake in Lily's mouth to keep her from spilling the beans.
No, but you want another one, don't you? There you go. No, you want another one, though, don't you, honey? There you go. Okay, there you go. All right.
Apparently, they had to redo the scene enough times for little Aubrey Anderson Emmons to ask Jesse Tyler Ferguson to do it gently this time.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. She just wants one of these cupcakes.
But do it gently. But I already had a cupcake.
Princesses should be treated like royalty after all. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Nolan, also known as Dumbledore, breaks.
Why don't you think you deserve happiness? That's the mystery I'm interested in solving today. Why don't you think you deserve happiness? That's the mystery I'm interested in solving today.
Sophia's garbled lines, and there are many.
I wasn't sorry. It was a setup.
We're throwing him a big surprise birthday party.
I wasn't sorry. It was a setup.
We're giving me.
I wasn't sorry. It was a setup.
We're giving
Names are confusing.
You sure, Manny?
Positive. I'll walk home.
You sure, Rico?
Manny. Who's Rico?
Number 1. Loco lines.
I am sure the reason why Mom and I grew apart is that she never stopped treating me like a child.
Plus, she was loco for Loco Pops.
We're sure that Sophia steals the show no matter where she goes, and this blooper is only one example. The line is, plus she was loco for Loco Puffs, which is funny in itself, but is made even funnier when Sophia can't get the words out.
Plus, she was loco like Polo Polo.
Just another perk of being bilingual. A few lines later, though, Haley pitches a would you rather prompt where one of the options revolves around sleeping with Joe Manganiello, Sophia's husband.
Would you rather marry George Clooney or have the best sex of your life for just one night with Joe Manganiello?
Joe Manganiello.
Sophia leaps over the table and grabs Sarah Hyland's hair, yelling something we're not sure we can repeat here. Of course, it's all in good fun, and it was definitely worth it for the blooper reel.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.